We've got new audio equipment. The last time you saw that our audio equipment wasn't working, well, it actually stopped working completely. We had these little lab mics, a little receiver that hooked into the phone. I think the USB thingamahoozits dongle thing stopped working. The dead cats will stay on, so we don't have to worry about all that wind noise. You probably saw the last video, we were just full of wind noise.
I don't know why we got to talk about cats like that, but apparently that's just what they're called.
Oh, one more thing. First time you see this, it's going to be the new year. It's going to be 2025. We'd like to say a very happy new year from us to you.
Yeah, happy new year. 2025 is going to be epic in all kinds of ways. Let's stick together. We got to take care of each other. All right, so I spent some time taping off all of our rooms. I basically stopped at the living room, but I'll kind of walk you through and give you a little bit of a tour. I'll start from out here. I'm not gonna go into great detail about every single section, but this is our shoe box. So we'll come in, take our shoes off, put them here. We cut out this space right here for us to basically have a normal amount of steps, and this will be closed off. There'll be storage under there. On this side, the driver's side, we're gonna have a couch, about 7-ish feet, somewhere in there. And on this side, we're gonna have 2 chairs. We already have those chairs. We got those chairs for free off of the side of the road in Portland. They came out of probably a minivan. They're nice blonde leather. They've got armrests, they recline. They've got cup holders, it's like the whole thing. So that's kind of cool. Right here where Patrick's hand is, there's gonna be a chair next to that table, then another chair. And then you see that we have created the hole that will go down into Hotel California. That kind of defines the living room area. This will be covered by a cabinet. The cats will have a door that will go down into there. And this will kind of act as like an end table for the chair right here. So that's kind of cool. Let's see here. All right, so from the living room, this line right here is my desk. Quick aside, we ordered me a new sit-stand desk that is gonna fit into this space very, very well. And I'm extremely excited about it. It arrives at our house today. So we literally have all of our furniture except for our couch. That's very cool. So this little corner here shows the edge of the couch, 7 feet to kind of the end there. I will be able to walk into my office and this will be my desk. When I'm on Zoom calls, people are gonna see this wall right here. And so I can kind of curate the experience. I work from home and I don't want people seeing Patrick walking through the living room in his underwear. I don't want to see, my desk will kind of come out from the wall a little bit. And what's cool about the one that we bought is that it's on wheels that lock. When I'm not using the desk, it can move up against the wall and be out of the way. We will walk into the kitchen through here. The peninsula part is going to have our cooktop with 2 burners. And then this corner piece will actually have a cabinet with doors that opens into my office. So those doors will be some storage for my office, but the countertop will still be the kitchen. So the sink will go here. This little spot right here. Hi, Percy Bear. How are you, honey bunny? Oh, hello. Underneath the countertop right here is going to be 3 wire baskets that will open like drawers. We'll pull out like drawers, apples, onions, potatoes, whatever in that space. And then right here is our fridge. This wall right here is the end of the kitchen. If I flip around, next to this window will be the pantry. This large closet space right here, it's like 24 by 36 and it's gonna go floor to ceiling pretty much. We're thinking about leaving a little space open at the top for the cats to have a walkway because we have 2 cats and 2 dogs and one of our cats doesn't mind the dogs and the other one does. So we're trying to figure out ways for them to coexist without being too stressed out and terrorized all the time. This small rectangle space is the bathroom sink. We actually have a really cute, I don't know what to call it. It's a little table. It's kind of a little antique table that somebody refinished and it's, painted it and made it really pretty. It's got a little drawer. We're gonna repurpose it and we're gonna install our sink in it. The bathroom is gonna have kind of, I don't know, like a retro Mexican feel. If you've ever been to Mexico or even like a Mexican restaurant, you probably recall the really pretty pottery with the blues and oranges and yellows and greens. Our bathroom sink is a bowl that looks like that. The little table that we're gonna turn into the sink pedestal is kind of a dark wood with green legs that really matches that whole thing. So that's gonna be really cool. All right, so sink there. And then way over here, toilet. We bought a toilet kit So that's gonna kind of help us create this. And so the toilet will start as close to this line as possible, and then we'll have some storage, maybe like 6 inches or so of storage on this side. What's nice about this is Patrick and I are both tall, and we have lots of leg room here because our bathroom is so large. Okay, so then coming out of the bathroom, this right here is the boundary between the bathroom and our bedroom. We will have full walls between those. Actually, that is not true. On the passenger side, we will have full walls unless we do decide to do that catwalk thing, in which case we'll leave a little bit open for the cats to be able to walk through. But on the driver's side, we're actually going to make the walls probably about 12 inches shorter than the ceiling for airflow. And that is because, let's see if I can remember this whole thing here. Here is the line between the bathroom and the kitchen, and right here is where our mini split is going to hang. We did that so that we can try to live with one air conditioner that blows air into the front and into the back. We'll see how that goes. You know, we have all kinds of ideas on this bus build, and maybe about 75% of them we end up doing, and the rest of them we have to change our minds, and that's okay. That's how reality works. On this side of the bedroom, we are going to have a basically like a 2-foot by 28-inch storage closet. The storage closet is going to partially house our 3D printer, but also we want it to be, one of the main things is like a broom closet. Then over here on the driver's side, you can see this L shape that goes here. This is Patrick's office. So he's gonna have an L-shaped desk. He'll have lots of room. And we're also kind of, gonna think strategically about how we use the wall space over here so he can have some shelves and different things too. He's like, no, Percy. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Okay, so to finish off the tour, this is the edge of our king size bed. We're gonna have, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches on either side of the bed for storage, which will be great. And that'll go all the way from end to end. This looks very unfinished over here right now because it is, but let me just kind of explain that the head of the bed will end right there at that corner, like kind of where this plastic bag is sitting. And then one of my projects today is to use some of this wood and frame all this in so that we can insulate this. We're going to stuff a bunch of old insulation that a friend of ours gave us. Yeah, we're not going to do a ton with this because you're not really going to see it. The bed's going to cover it up, and then moving up, this whole area right here is going to be hanging closet space. This area where the storage boxes are is going to be, you know those IKEA bookshelves that are like big square cubbies, and each one has like 8 cubby boxes in it? Well, we have 3 of those. We're going to take those and we're going to put one here, and that'll give us a ton of storage over here. So this is going to be kind of our storage closet, and of course, under the bed, that's going to be really important as well. That's our, that was way too long. I'm sure Patrick's going to cut a whole ton of that out, but that's our whole house. That's everything. Snip, snip. And y'all are going to get to see it start to come to life. It's going to happen really soon. Sit. Paw. Good boy. Touch. Down. Good boy. Good job.
Good job, baby.
Thank you. Oh, it smells like new construction in here.
It does, yeah.
That's
the sawdust and everything.
Yeah. By the way, I could feel cold air coming out right here.
Let me take a look at that. Excuse me.
You just put your hand right there.
Oh yeah, there's a big holder.
Oh, is there?
Goes right into the engine bay. We'll shove some insulation in there.
Okay.
There's all kinds of these little tiny holes back here, especially. This one I'm gonna use for the wiring. Now we also want to make sure we try and block holes that rodents might get into.
We don't want any mouses in here.
No mices.
No mices.
No mices in my bus. All right, where is mine? There it is, right there. Gotta take some pictures for reference sake so we know where the hatches are to get into the fuel gauge sender unit. Because we're actually decided we're not gonna cut the hatches for this until we absolutely have to, right?
Right, because those are sort of like worst case scenario emergency hatches, and maybe we don't need them, and we can cut them if we need them.
That's what I was thinking. If we need to replace the fuel gauge sender unit, which we might have to, I'll know where it is to get to it, and then we'll cut the hatch. But right now, don't need to.
All right.
I like to get B-roll of me walking up the steps because I'm very dramatic.
You're very dramatic.
Today we start our electrical rough-in, and the first thing you gotta do is plot out where things are going to go, so I'm not winging it too much. This is where the wiring is going to come up. Oops, sorry. This is where the wiring is going to come up. This is going to be a cabinet. It might actually be better if I do it in the cabinet, then I don't have to be worried about being too close to the edge and in the wall. And that's a later thing. Right now, we're worried about wires and paths. How the intricacies of where they will go into the utility bay is something else. There's also going to be wires coming up over here. We have 2 Blue Eddy AC300s and 2 distribution panels and 2 DC fuse blocks. What do you call it when you have 2 things?
Redundancy.
That's some serious kind of redundancy right there. If you want to know why we have 2 of those, watch this video. It explains it pretty solidly. But yeah, it's going to be great. So let's get to planning. So I'm going to come up here. So we know there's going to be an outlet in here. The bathroom. So we're going to have an AC outlet here. Refrigerator. I'm not entirely sure how high I need to put it. We'll figure that out once we get the refrigerator in and we know where the outlet is. But I imagine it can be anywhere. So I'm just going to, let's put it down here just for the sake of argument. AC, fridge, bathroom vanity. This is going to be the appliance closet. Fridge is here, and there was also going to be somewhere in this area AC for the mini split. The inside air handler is the one that supplies the power, and it has an actual 120 volt plug, as opposed to some of them that are hardwired through the condenser outside unit. All right, what else? Our sink's going to go here, AC here. Right next to the window, we're going to put an AC outlet, but it's going to be a 2-gang. So we're going to have 2 outlets next to each other in the same box because our coffee station's going here, and we're going to have grinder and the coffee maker, and then we have an extra outlet for anything else we want to put on the counter and use. And right here, of course, is Jamie's desk, so we'll need one there for her. Chairs are going here. We're going to have a table here. I think 1 outlet here would be good enough, and we can put something in. Yeah. Babe.
Yeah.
With the couch here, where do you think we should put the outlet?
So if we're thinking the couch would start about at this blue line, then maybe up here.
Okay.
You don't like it?
I'm nervous about being close to the window, but that just, you know how I overthink things sometimes.
I mean, we could even make it, I think this would be just fine.
Yeah, okay. Let's mark that. And one over here, you think? If we put one up there, we can put one on the same level over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then it could go like right here, which is nice because that's like when you're sitting down, it's like shoulder level kind of where you'll be sitting pretty much. So this is the edge of the couch. What does that mean? I know AC, but what is the...
That's actually a symbol. That's I learned this the other day. That is a symbol for an outlet in an electrical diagram.
Cool.
And that's about as much as I know about that.
Nice. That's awesome.
Whatever you do, don't let me forget the outlet for the projector, because that's important. We want to put a projector in because we're not using a proper television. We're going to put an outlet right in the roof here. Can you see that?
That's a good idea. I like that, yeah.
So that we can plug the projector in. We're going to hang it here and have a screen hanging down here right where Jamie's desk is. So that way we can watch TV this way.
Yeah, like this space right here would be the perfect space. So like that's the edge of my desk when I'll be using my desk, and that's the edge of the couch, these 2 spots. And so like right here, we'd have a screen that goes up.
That's going to be great.
I think it'll be really nice. And we got me a little desk that's on wheels that lock, so that when I'm not using it, we can just push it up against the wall and it'll be out of the way. So we have more walkway. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
That was your idea. I love that.
I think it's a good use of the space. All right, bedroom.
Cool. All right.
So I've got another outlet here, another outlet here. This is where my desk is going to be. We're going to have a 3D printer on a cabinet here. A 3D printer, yeah. And 2 more AC outlets right over here for bedside stuff. Now I got to think about my DC outlets and my DC runs. We're planning on having USB ports scattered throughout the bus just because it's more efficient to have dedicated 12-volt USB outlets than to have AC outlets with USB ports built in. It uses less energy because of the conversion process, so it's just more economically efficient. We've already got all the USB ports we're going to use. I just got to figure out where they're going to go. I probably put them right next to the DC or the AC outlets just because it makes the wiring runs easier. I don't know if I need one in my desk. My laptop's going to be plugged in, and my laptop's got a pretty good charging. We'll leave that for now. We don't need one in the bathroom. Jamie's going to want one for her desk, so I will just put them right there. And just for convenience sake, we'll put another one over there, and this one can do double duty. Yeah, I like that. I might wear one into the dashboard as well. I'm gonna plan one for the dashboard right now. Where it's gonna go, I don't know. I'm thinking over here. All right, lights. In one of our other videos, which I'll link to right here, I know where it is now. I said very sure of myself and very convinced that, I don't like puck lights very much. And one of the things about me that I take very great pride in is the fact that I can change my mind. And I have changed my mind. I've seen dozens of posts where people have puck lights installed and they look great, but for some reason I had in my head, I don't like them. Well, now I do. We're using puck lights. Yeah, this looks good. Right here, and then right here. Over Jamie's desk, right here. And across from that, right here. I should probably measure that. That's pretty much 6 feet on the button. Let's say I do this here. Oh, that's practically right at the seam. Okay, so every 6 feet. That seems good. Now, we're not going to have one in the bath, over the bathtub, of course. That's not a good idea. Condensation, all that. Yeah, perfect. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each room is going to have its own individual switch for the puck lights. In the living room, which will be on the same circuit, the living room, the kitchen, and Jamie's office. That's going to be on a dimmer. And the rest are just going to be, on-off. I don't see the reason for the need for a dimmer in the bathroom. Maybe the bedroom. We're going to live with it for a bit, and if we decide we want one, I'll just put another one in. Excellent. Okay, what else? Next time, we're going to be doing running the wires, but also, and this is important, we're going to be mitigating some window leakage that we've got. We mentioned not too long ago that we had a big series of storms go by, dropping tornadoes all over the place. It really tested how we sealed things. In the last couple of weeks, we've had steady rain, not storms, but steady rain, and it's shown us we still have some work to do. If you found this useful, hit the subscribe and the like button. It really helps a lot. We'd really appreciate it. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Good job, honey.